It's really tough watching someone you love change. Maybe they're getting more forgetful, or their whole personality just seems different. It can be confusing and honestly pretty scary. So today we're going to unpack those questions and try to find some clarity.
And this is the big question, isn't it? It's that thought that keeps nagging you in the back of your head. Is mom forgetting her keys just a normal part of getting older? Or is this a sign of something else, something more? It's such a hard line to see, but figuring it out is absolutely the first step to getting the right kind of help.
Okay, so let's get right into this because it's a really important distinction. Look, we all have those moments where we forget a name or walk into a room and can't remember why. That's one thing. But what we're talking about here is a persistent pattern of confusion or memory loss that actually starts getting in the way of daily life. That's the real difference between a simple senior moment and something that might need a closer look.
So, where do you even go with these worries? Well, that brings us to a specific field of medicine that's designed for exactly this: geriatric psychiatry. It's all about understanding the unique mental and emotional health needs that come along with getting older.
So what is it exactly? Well, think of it this way. The challenges a person faces at 75 are totally different from the ones they faced at 35, right? These doctors are specially trained to see the whole picture, how physical health, big life changes, and mental well-being all connect in later life.
And the kinds of things they deal with, it's a really wide range. It's not just about what we typically think of like Alzheimer's. It also covers milder cognitive changes, depression that can pop up later in life from things like grief or loneliness, and even sleep problems, which, wow, can have a massive impact on everything else. And the most important thing to remember, many of these conditions are treatable.
All right, let's get super practical for a second. How do you know when it's really time to reach out for some professional advice? Well, there are some pretty clear signs you can look for that can tell you when support might be needed.
The key words to listen for here are things like persistent, sudden, and difficulty. We're looking for patterns. Is your dad asking the same exact question over and over again? Is your grandmother struggling to manage her bills when she's always been on top of them? Or have they suddenly become really withdrawn or irritable for no clear reason? Those are the signals.
And this right here is so powerful. You have to trust your gut. There's this myth that major changes in mood or memory are just a normal part of getting old, and it's simply not true. These signs absolutely deserve to be taken seriously because getting an evaluation early on can make a huge difference in someone's quality of life.
Okay, so you've decided it's time to get some help. What does that actually look like? I know the whole process can feel a little intimidating, but it's really a structured path that's designed to bring some clarity and create a solid plan. So let's just break it down.
What's really amazing is just how comprehensive the whole approach is. It all kicks off with a really deep dive, a thorough assessment of everything, both medical and emotional. From there, they build a plan that's tailored to the person. It might include medication, sure, but it also includes therapies to help with thinking and memory, strategies to manage challenging behaviors, and, this is so important, counseling for the entire family.
And the best part is, you're not in this alone. Geriatric psychiatrists are team players. They work closely with other doctors like neurologists who are brain specialists or geriatricians who focus on the overall health of older adults. This makes sure that the whole person is being cared for, not just a single symptom.
But beyond all the medical charts and treatment plans, there's a real philosophy that drives this whole field. It's not just about treating a diagnosis, it's about caring for a person, a human being with a whole life story who deserves to live with dignity.
And this is really what it's all about. The care is centered around the family because they know that caregivers need support too. There's a huge emphasis on keeping the person safe and, above all, respecting their dignity. The main focus is always on preserving and even improving their quality of life, no matter what the diagnosis is. So when you boil it all down, what's the end game here? It's actually really hopeful. It's about empowerment. It's about giving people the tools they need to manage their symptoms, to stay independent in their own homes for as long as they can, and to keep finding joy and meaning in their lives.
And that really just leaves us with this one last thought. It's a question not just for those of us who are in the thick of it right now, but really for all of us. How can we do a better job of this? By being aware, by being compassionate, and by being informed, we can start to move past the stigma and make sure the people we love get the care and dignity they absolutely deserve.